Howdy. How's everybody doing tonight? Boy, I hope I got audio. I hope I got video. And all is good. Let's hope so. Let me get my old screen set up here. Get to where I can kind of monitor and see everything of what's going on. Oh, wow, that changed up stuff big time. Let me get her here. I'm going to pop out my chats where I can try to see her a little better. Get all that squared away. I had it, but in order to go live, I had to kind of rearrange it. So that's what I'm working on. Let's get this rolled up over here. We'll get over there to get back up over here. And let me know. You're looking good, Pooch. Thank you, 12 stones. Man, I got all kinds of chats popping up now. What in the world's going on? I'm going to get back on that one. Kind of crazy here, but I like watching the chats on the YouTube side for some reason. But I can see them just as well on this here StreamYard too. I don't know why, but anyway. Linda Peterson, good evening. Piggy's Piddles, yes sir. Elaine, welcome to my kitchen. Yes ma'am. Let's see what else we got up here. 12 stones, got you sir. Treasure Hunter, howdy howdy. T&J Homestead, howdy howdy. I'm glad to see you folks in here. Looks like I got 5, so good to go. Good to go for me. As long as somebody's in here and I ain't just rambling on to this camera. But let me see here. Now I know y'all heard of the stunt they tried pulling at Shoot Dang Fest, drinking that old beer. Well, I'm going to top them on that one. I think that was some old 1960, 72, 74, 76, something like that. I don't know what it was, but I bet it tasted like crap. But what I'm going to do, I got me some 1909 beer. And it's Shinerbach. So, them boys, they should have got Pooch involved. That's all I got to say. And that stuff is good, too. Let me tell you. Well, I hope all you folks are having a good day today. It's Thursday. Yes, indeed. Tomorrow's Friday, coming up on the end of the week, which I'm glad. It's been hot, and let's see. It's a little cloudy down here in Texas. We've had a little bit of a reprieve from the heat, so that's been good. Need some rain, though. That's what I would like to have. Boy, these comments are just, dang it. Like I said, I'm trying to watch them from StreamYard here, but they smashing pretty quick. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some rain down in these parts because there is a good-sized fire down south of us down there in Glen Rose. They're calling it the Chalk Mountain Forest Fire or wildfire. Man, it's been burning up some stuff. It's about 60 miles south of me. And I'm telling you, if it was to get up here, we'd be in some trouble because I'm surrounded by acreage. Thousands of acres. And man, I'd hate to think what that would do. I know I was coming home one day last week and they had a fire not too far from us here, a little bit west. And as I was coming in from Crowley, driving up, I thought, man, that don't look good. And I was thinking the whole time, it looked like it was out here around our place. And the closer I got, the closer it looked like it was at our place. All the way up until I turned on our road to come up. Well, not quite our road. We have a private road that leads into here. But coming up the main road, Chisholm Trail. And I was thinking, golly, I hope like hell that ain't our place burning up. But of course I get up here and it was a few miles west of me, so But that's too close for comfort out here, because everything out here is just dry, scorched, burn up. And if it was to get out of hand, it would move quick, just like that one down south at Chalk Mountain. And then there's another one up northwest of us out there at Possum Kingdom. And that has been burning up thousands of acres too. But thank goodness 4th of July is come and gone. Hopefully all them kids have popped off all their firecrackers, because that's a fast way to get a roaring blaze going out here. Man, I'm telling you. But hopefully, well, we're getting a little break from this heat, but man, it's just something else. And old Pooch is off next week. So if I can get through tomorrow, which I've skinned through by the skin of my teeth, because y'all know I've been hollering about Joint Commission and DNV showing up. Well, I was hoping they were going to show up this week. I was ready for it. Pooch is ready at any given time, but I just wanted to get them in and get them out, get the year survey and all that done and gone. But they didn't show up. And like I said, Pooch is off next week. That's not really a good thing of something to miss, but you know what? Can't help it. And I got a good feeling they're going to be knocking on the door come Monday or Tuesday next week. Pooch will be okay, though. Free and clear. I know I'm compliant. I know all my documentation's in place. I know all my surveys, all my commissioning, all my compliance is good to go. So shouldn't have any issues. Whoever decides to step up and step in my facilities and cover all that, it's all good though. I'm hoping that I can accomplish something next week. Not only am I going to rest, but I got stuff to do. And it's going to be stuff to do that I have to do in segments, try to keep from killing myself in that heat. I plan on trying to get up early in the morning, work a little bit till about noon, lay low from noon till 6, and maybe get out there in the evening and do a little work up until about dark 30. Because I got to get some of this stuff done. Most importantly, I'm going to rest, though. Because, man, Pooch has been tired. I don't know. Pooch has been fighting off a little. I'm not going to say I've been sick. But, man, it could be all that smoke coming up from the south. Pooch has had a pretty good headache a couple days this week. And it's been kind of sinus-related feeling. So maybe that's all it was. But when Pooch gets a little under the weather, Pooch will sleep a lot easier than he does normally. Now, Pretty will vouch for that, because once Pooch's head hits the pillow, I'm out like a light. I don't know, hear, see, or know nothing. And I'm glad I sleep that way. Vineyard Farmhouse, I see you, sir. Welcome in. But yeah. And JB Conway, I did see you, ma'am, sliding up in here. And Miss JB, I think I'm going to work on that little hat request you got. I got to go back and look exactly what it said, but I know it said something to do with I'm the boss because I said so. I think that's what it was about. But either way, I'm going to see if I can't fix you up with that. Because I'm sure you're the boss around your camp. I'd sure like to come up there and see you one day around that lake. I haven't been to Texhoma in quite some time. But still, it's been too hot to fish, too hot. See, what's that song go? Mark Chestnut song. Too hot to fish, too hot to golf, and too cold at home. Well, it's cool in this shop. I got that mini split set on 60, and it keeps it fairly cool in here. There's times it'll struggle with the heat, but I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, that little pink bottle right there, that's some R410 refrigerant. I've got that for just in case I need to top something off. I shouldn't, but you never know. That stuff is expensive too, just like the 132 or 32. Some of that's depleted and gone and outdated and done with. But yeah, boy, I gotta scroll down here and try to catch up with some of these comments to make sure I don't miss something. I hate it when because she said so. Okay. I hate it when I have a hard time trying to keep up with comments and all that. So it's just, I don't know why, it's just difficult. Unless Pretty's sitting here, but Pretty's in there kicked back. She's had a busy week and she's been busy too. So Pretty and Pooch show falls on Sundays. I think she likes that one a little bit more. So, and that's, Pooch has got to have his own show because Pooch pulls something crazy off. And Pretty don't like too much of that. So Pretty don't like it when Pooch gets a little sideways with his antics. Boy, I got all kinds of chats open here. I'm trying to clear some of this out, take away. I don't want to be dogging up all my bandwidth. So there we go. There's Tish Ross and family. There's Pretty. She's in here. But yeah, because she said so. Definitely going to get on that one for you, Miss Conway. Because Pretty and I got some other projects we need to be doing too. So come up anytime. Thank you, ma'am. How's your backside from the other night? Piggy asked. Well, like I said, Pretty's pretty good. I didn't get it tore off that bad, but I think she needs to have a talk with John Wiggs, I think. So if he pops in here, let it be known, because Pretty might have a thing or two to ask him about something. I don't know, but it's all good, Piggy. Pretty's pretty comical, so she just gave me that look like, what the hell? Then I've seen a couple, Piggy and Elaine, over there with Mr. Gite. You know, that dude's all right. He's doing something, and he's doing a service. I know a lot of people get on his case, and I don't hate on it because he's done me a favor. Just like some of these other folks around here, Mike's Fishing Home. And that's what you call networking. Now, we're all working hard. We're all striving. We're all trying to build this thing up. And, you know, you get a bunch of folks in there, that only motivates you. That motivates you to do more and to get better. Now, once you do all of that and you really start growing a good fan base, a lot of that riffraff is going to fall out anyway. But some of us that are in this group, you know, we stick together. So that's a good thing. We all stick together and we try to help one another out. And that's what I like about it. And just sitting here running through my head, I think T&J Homestead, I think they got a live coming up after this one, if I'm correct. Hope so, because I'm going to watch it, even though I'll probably be popping out a shirt or two with my Pretty. But yes, that's exactly. Hopefully, I see y'all's Homestead, T&J Homestead video come up here pretty quick after this one. I saw thought in his eyes before he said it. Now, I knew Piggy knew what I was thinking, and I knew Piggy knew what it meant when I said it. Sure enough, I think me and Piggy think alike in a lot of ways. So, gosh almighty, it'd be nice if he was down here with me, though, because I'm sure we'd really do some cutting up then. Yep, a new fishing hat for Kevin. I got you, Miss Conway. Boy, okay. I don't know if I got to buy me a new monitor here soon or what. I shouldn't, but this thing likes to shut off every now and then. It would be dangerous, but it pops back on, too. That would be dangerous, Piggy. A new fishing hat for Kevin. Now I get it. Now I get it. So, yeah. Well, if I can get that together. I'm going to do it in vinyl probably, Miss Conway. I'm probably going to cut it out in vinyl and set it on a hat. Any color that you specific or just something I can throw together, you let me know. I know I got an email underneath in my about description. Now that email, I believe, is fullblowncountrylllc@gmail.com. And I'm going to be quite honest with you folks. I don't pay that much attention to that one. I do have a business account email, which is listed in the about page for business purposes. And that one's just m.ross@fullblowncountrylllc.com. Now I pay more attention to that one than I do the other one. The other one was just kind of a setup for an account. You know, I try to keep stuff separated a little bit, but I pay more attention to the m.ross@fullblowncountrylllc.com because that's stuff I need to know. Just letting you folks know. So email me anytime with questions, comments, or whatever, because I like to see that kind of stuff. 10 killer lake fishing hat. A 10 killer lake fishing hat. Boy, those are some good lakes up there in Oklahoma, too. I fished plenty of them with my father-in-law back in the day, and we used to go after those blue cats. Like Maddie was up here for. I don't know if he got one or not, but we catch the crap out of them out there. And those are some pretty fish. Nice, clean looking fish. And of course, we'd string them up and take them to the house, and they'd be in the frying pan. Tish Ross family and know them better than any of us on that. LOL. Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about, but my ears are burning. Let's see. We got 11 folks in here. I appreciate everybody watching all these lives on Wednesday night. Brian, MT got him a tractor. Mike got him a tractor. Man, you know, Pooch wants a tractor. Pooch could use a tractor, but I don't know if Pooch could substantiate the price of a tractor and put that much use into it to warrant Pooch buying that tractor. Yeah, it'd probably sit in the shop more than it does out there working. I'll probably tear it up out here because of this rock ground. But boy, I'd like a front loader and a box blade, that's for sure. I don't need the brush hog. I've got a tractor out there with a brush hog. I haven't used that sucker in 2 years. I use a 0 turn out here. Get it done quick. 805 Barbecue Junkie. Howdy, sir. Glad to see you in here. Appreciate it. That man can cook right there. Now that's a barbecuing dude right there. And I like watching his stuff, learning some tricks. But for me, it's too darn hot to be out here barbecuing right now. He's probably calling me a rookie because a man that likes to barbecue is going to barbecue every chance he gets. But time and heat kick my butt. I'm just trying to get through the week right now. Next week will be off. All kinds of projects. Me and baby's be working on some other stuff. I'm going to work on JB. And I'm really needing to get me some more merchandise up. Even my old hat's looking about wore out, fading out. But more hats, merch, put them up on the store. See if anybody wants to snag any of it. And my old members and subscribers has been growing as well. I've been pondering. I know I've talked about having the 250 giveaway, which I'm close to it now, but I got some other folks putting ideas into my ears, and I don't know if that's a good idea or not just yet. I think more of a bigger milestone's probably a better idea of doing a giveaway because, yeah, I appreciate everybody, but along with that giveaway comes other costs at shipping and mailing all that stuff. Not that I wouldn't do it, but maybe if I limited the stuff. But I think if I had a bigger goal set and met, it'd be a little more exciting because I'm really wanting to see that 500. I want to hit that 500 mainly for the community tab because, man, you can really share out on that thing. And that's, I try to share as much as I can through my Facebook pages and groups and all, and welcome anyone else to like Brian does. And Elaine allows you to load up your video and share on their pages. Mine's open too. So anybody out there that wants to go sign, leave a link for their videos or whatnot, I'm open. Have at it. I think I finally got it fixed to where I don't have to approve those uploads now, because I know there for a while I was getting notifications left and right saying a post has been updated, needs your approval. Well, you know, most of the folks I know on here, I trust them, and we're all in the same boat trying to do the same thing. So I think I got it set, at least to where it's open now. Everybody can post and do whatever they need to on there and get it shared out. You're going to have to catch up on merch this week, LOL. Yeah, I might. I mean, T&J, I really should, but I might get a little bit in. I know Pretty and I have some other stuff that we've got to get done as well. And as far as that goes, those probably take priority over anything else, because we're going to jack around and get way behind and not meet the deadline for the customer that's looking to get something. So we got to get our product in the order and in gear and made up, samples, let them see it. And then that's where the real stuff come in. When they order that stuff, you know, you always got to do samples and make a little preview of what it is you're going to make, especially when you got customers that are real finicky. Well, I'm not going to say finicky, but real choosy. Pretty can explain it better than I can, because me, I'm just going to roll and go. But which I get people being a little finicky and choosy. What do they call it when people are, it ain't finicky, but it's something else like that. It's actually raining. Good Lord, I wish it rained here. I wouldn't mind having that property across the road from you. I wonder who talking about there. Thank you, Pooch. Yes, sir. 805. Shipping is expensive. It doesn't matter if you're poor Tim. You know, I got a koozie from Ridge Life, and he had posted it up, mailed it and everything in an envelope. A koozie, mind you. And I still had to pay when I picked it up. They told me you owe us $3.30 cents. And I was like, what? So now I've got my own label maker and scales and all here. So when I print something up, I usually just weigh it, print it, and send it on down. But, you know, I still pay $3 and something, almost $4 now. And it really doesn't matter what it is. It could be under a pound, it's still going to cost you $4. That's just ridiculous. Don't understand it. I think for long, poor old United States Postal Service will be defunct too, more than likely, the way it's going. Heck, most of the crap that gets sent to our mailbox is a bunch of crap anyway, junk mail. And I like pissing them off. I'll put up return to sender, slap it right back in the mailbox. That way those that sending that crap's getting their own crap back, especially when it's postage paid in advance by them. They're paying for it. One of these days they'll quit sending that crap. Flood their mailbox with it. And a card, it was forever stamped to me. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of crazy when I had to pick that up. That's something I'm thinking about doing too, is little koozies. I'm still on the fence about buying some equipment. Boy, I've studied that stuff. A lot of this stuff I want to get pretty bad, and then I get to really studying on it and reviewing it and thinking about it and pondering it. I dang near think myself out of it. I mean, because that stuff ain't cheap. It's expensive, and all I'm looking at is getting it and somehow making the money back for it. And I like making the money back for it quick. That way it's paid for itself, it's done and out of the way. But when you're looking at putting up $4,000 or more on something, you kind of get a little spooked. But there's an old saying out there, and it's true. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money. And that's correct. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money. Pooch, you know, to make money, you got to. Piggy just said it. That's right, Piggy. Sure enough. And you may not think you're making. Well, most of the time you aren't making any money from the beginning. You got to work hard and keep at it, and then it'll come. And it may not come in windfalls, but sooner or later it'll get there. Now, business like what Pretty and I got, we always got to spend money. We always got to buy inventory and supplies and, you know, and paying the shipping to get all that stuff sent to us. A lot of times, a lot of T-shirts and transfers, material, vinyls, and you're paying. And I don't know if people understand that or not, especially when you're making stuff like what we do. You buy the T-shirts, you got to pay shipping to get them to you. You buy the material, you got to pay for the shipping most of the time to get that to you. You got to buy the packaging to pack that stuff in. You got to buy the stamps to send all that stuff off or the shipping. And man, you're lucky if you make anything. Sometimes you just come even, but you're lucky if you make anything sometimes. There's a lot of cost involved with trying to run and ship out stuff. Now, mind you, even all the equipment that you bought prior to set all that up. But that's how it is. And that's where they say you got to stay at it. Don't give up and fail. Don't give up on yourself just because a few months goes by and you still feel like you're not doing anything. You got to keep at it. You got to keep at it, keeping it hard. And you just need to adjust the stuff that you buy, because there are so many different types of clothing out there, T-shirts and brands, and they all come at different costs. Now, a lot of people like that high dollar stuff, but you got to charge them accordingly. Now, a lot of stuff, like for me, I like to have good stuff, but I'm not going to buy the most expensive stuff. I'm going to buy a good feeling shirt, but it ain't going to be the most expensive. But then comes your transfers. And then there's people that like to come out as cheap as possible. And that's when you buy those heavy ass cotton shirts, which I don't know how anybody could wear them things sometimes in the summertime. But hey, in the end, it's still advertising for them. A lot of times it's probably freebies and giveaways. But it's hard to sell T-shirts over to $15, especially if you got more in it. But it's hard to sell them T-shirts at $15-20 pop after you got to pay for that shipping and everything and send it off. You're like, I ain't make jack. That's where quantity comes in, though. I'd like to sell shirts for $25-30 a piece, but in these times, nobody's got that kind of money. So most of the time, you know, you got to try to keep it in at a base that people can afford. Journey along with Shannon. I see you there, ma'am. Thank you for being here. But I would encourage anybody, especially in these times, to get you something that you can do on the side that will make you a little bit of income somehow, some way. It doesn't matter what, but any little bit helps. And boy, these times right now, you don't know what's going to go on. It's crazy times right now. Uh-oh. Let's see what that was. I'm just making sure that ain't got no craziness going on around here. Oh, doesn't look like it was nothing that bad. Actually, it looked like one of our fellow YouTubers' videos popping up. Somebody uploaded something. Let's see. Get in here. Journey along with Shannon, T&J. I see T&J Homestead. It's cookie cutters, no matter the business. The basics of running one are going to be the same. So like one has said once, may as well think big because it takes the same amount. Sure does, Piggy. It sure does. Soap material. Yeah. Oh, I believe you, Jessica and Teddy. I believe you. Just bring all your merch shoot, dang LOL. Well, you saw what I did doing that. My merch handed out quick and I was done. I wasn't trying to peddle any of it. And it did. It went up. Now, I didn't bring a whole ton of it, but still, I probably brought, I think I had about 100 shirts and 30 hats or something, bunch of stickers and whatnot. And yeah, that stuff went real quick. A lot of other folks were selling theirs, but Pooch wasn't doing that on his first. That was my first YouTube gathered event anyway. So I was just happy to be there and happy to meet folks and trying to pick up and learn the trade. That's what I was there for. And to see all you folks that were there, other channels that I watched and knew about. So yes, that was my whole intent, purposes, and just to have a good time, which we did. And I hope they have another one sometime soon or next year. I know Pinecone Fest is coming up in September. I'm going to be going up there to that one. Pretty and I'll be showing up. I think 12 Stones will be there. And that's I heard that and At Home with Tom and Rhonda put on. I'm not sure how many channels are going to be there. I heard 20, 21, somewhere in that neighborhood. Probably more now, but I'm excited to go that up at Cypress Lake. 12 Stone, yep. I am excited to go up there, though, because it'll be cooler and might even get to do a little fishing then. And I was fortunate enough to snag one of the cabins up there, so I don't think Pretty would have took kind of camping out in the tent. Pooch wouldn't mind, but I know my Pretty wouldn't. So we got us a little cabin to stay in up there. Rock stuff happened. Got some of that cow and flat rock stuff happening. What else is going on there, Miss Conway? Thanks for going, Piggy. I'm trying. T&J Homestead. I'm sure Piggy's talking some good wisdom into you. Listen, pay attention, and keep striving. That's all I can say. The good thing is if you're set up with a business account, you can write a lot of that crap off. You may not make nothing, but you still get to write it off and save taxes and all of that. And if you did make something, hey, that's even better. But it takes a year or two to get wound up and going good. You got to build that brand and name and all that up, better your skills, and keep going. Pooch didn't know jack squat about doing T-shirts and hats when we jumped into it. I just decided one day that's what me and Pretty were going to do. That just so we'd have something on the side to do together. And that's how we got started. Just off the top of my head, we could do that, and we got in it. Boy, 1909 beer sure is good. That Shiner. But yeah, and I know I've had a lot of other channels out there reach out to me. And Rain, Pooch, golly, I wish we'd get some down here. Let me look out my window and see what it looks. Now it's cloudy, which is better than having that sun beating down on us, but bring that rain. I've had to unfortunately turn down some business from some other channels. And it's not because I wanted to. It's just because Pooch don't have time to do it all. I would like to do it more, but, you know, again, Pretty and I both work full time outside of this, and there's just not enough time in the day. And we've got some pretty consistent people that we deal with locally. And so, of course, naturally, we're going to take care of them folks. But you never know. It'd be nice if I could justify and make enough off of stuff to hire me a little somebody to help out, you know, pay them a little something. I got a niece that could probably do it. I think if I trained her right, you know, maybe give her a little something to do. Then it might make things a little bit easier. Still would probably need that supervision, but we had thunder and lightning and rain. Boy, the vineyard. Yeah, Brian, I think you were on last night and it started raining at your place. Yeah, we're just missing it's up north of us, or it was. I think Oklahoma got some up there, probably where the Crockers are at. They probably got them a good little bit. But yeah, Pretty setting in. I think Sunday, Pretty and Pooch show. We'll probably have us a topic of some sort to discuss or chat. I kind of want to make that one a more of a discussion channel or live, because my Pretty can come up with some good stuff to talk about, and we've noticed a lot of people like to open up and get in with it, which is good. That makes for a good hour, good conversation. Everybody can chime in, tell their story. That's always a good thing. And it really helps you to connect even more on a personal level when you do something like that. One of these days soon, I'm going to be able to bring up somebody and have them in on my show with me. We could probably even do that on Pretty and Pooch, but I haven't quite gotten that far into that yet. I know Elaine's done it. I'll probably get her to school me on that somehow a little bit. Brian's done it too, but you know, you got to be prepped and ready when you have a guest on too, because you got to pick their brain the whole time. Pooch just likes running his mouth for about an hour, regardless of what any of it makes any sense or if it's pointless or not. Pooch just likes to talk. And I usually pop off whatever comes top of my head. Now, I did like tagging that phone around with me that day doing the live, and I would really love to be able to do a live sitting outside, but Pooch ain't getting out there in this stuff right now. No way. T&J Home Sale, so there's other things you can do. Look at them and how they're doing the sales. If there's some, hopefully T&J Homestead, have you got you a Facebook page set up for your, like a Facebook shop? You can easily set up a Facebook shop and sell your merchandise on there too. We have that and a website and also, but yeah, set you up a Facebook shop page. You can probably make your YouTube channel and your Facebook shop page as one. That's an idea. Anybody seen Kickapoo Crafty Cat? I haven't seen or heard from her much this week. I hope she's doing all right. That's a special lady right there as well. She's taught me some stuff on this sublimation, and she's been kind enough to send me stuff too. But yeah, I hope she's doing okay. I probably ought to check in with her here in a little bit. Let her know Pooch's thinking about her. I've talked with Maddie once this week. He's doing okay, you know. I think the passing of Brian, of course, Maddie had gone through quite a bit this past month anyway. Some other personal tragedy and death within him. So Maddie's just such a kind-hearted man, you know. It's like a lot of us are. Ain't afraid to show the feelings. Not afraid to show your true heart. I know I'm not. You know, I get sad all the time when I hear stuff like that. And just, I don't like seeing people struggle or having to struggle or deal with tragedy or loss or anything. It's just, you know, I know it's part of life and I know it could happen to any of us, but it still hurts to see another person hurt in the time of loss, for sure. It makes you wish you could do more than you can actually do. I've learned over the years, and even in the suffering of my own loss, that nobody can take it away. It's just let them know that you feel sorry for them and that you are sorry and you're praying for them. And that's pretty much the best a person can do, and to be there if they need you. But it sucks. You can't take it away or take the pain for them. Yes, I have one that I posted on. Oh, okay. I might not have seen it yet. I'm assuming Jessica is communicating here, but I'll definitely go look and see. Oh, yeah, I think I did. But it's not T&J Homestead. Is it Cook Homestead or something like that? I think I did see it. And I didn't film it, but I made some burgers the other day, Elaine, with the rub. And as usual, good stuff. Good evening, Cindy Brown and Mr. MT Homestead. My brother Pooch, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Big Mike. I bet your ears were burning a little bit when I was talking about you getting a tractor. And Pooch wants a tractor. And I know it was probably just as hard for you, although you needed that brush hog. Pooch wants a tractor. Pooch doesn't really actually need the tractor, but yeah, it looked good sitting out in the shop or me riding around on it. I don't need the brush hog. I'd like to have the box blade and the loader. So, and I would use it for what I would want to use it for and then be done with it probably. So it's probably best I just go rent one for a weekend or so. But yeah, I'd like to have one. I do have a tractor with a brush hog on it, but I haven't used that thing in 2 years, 3 years, which I do need to drag it out and crank it up. I use the 0 turn. But glad you are here, Big Mike. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Going on down the line, trying to catch in. Cindy Brown, caught you, ma'am. But yes, sir. Pooch is really waiting to get on that weekend, though. I'm going to try to get my brother. Oh, can't forget about this. This Saturday, July 23rd, is my oldest boy's birthday. Unfortunately, it's my oldest boy that we lost back in 2018 at 25. So he would be turning 29 this Saturday. A couple of his buddies have hit me up. They want to come over and they want to see Pooch, which is good. They were 2 of his best friends, and I'm glad those boys keep in touch with me because I've watched them grow up since they were little bittians. They all grew up together, had a good time all through grade school, junior high, and high school. So, and it's unfortunate. There's a few of them that are lost, have been lost as well from that group. That poor group of kids has experienced a lot of loss for some unknown reason. Good Lord called many of them home, whether it be accident or illness. And I'm trying to think, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think a total of 6. Total of 6 kids from the group that my son and this group were all together have lost from the class of 2011. That's not that long ago either. But man, just it's a shame that some of these kids but yep, anyway, Bub Raw, my boy, his birthday is July 23rd. Saturday. He'd been 29. So Pooch will be thinking about him real hard on that day. And I'm so thankful that a couple of his buddies have stayed in touch with me. They stay in touch with me. They, not going to say they check on me, but they do check in with me, let me know, hey, they let me know they want to come see me. So that's always good because, like I said, I've watched them grow up since they were youngsters, and it's nice to have them around still and still be able to watch them mature, grow, and become the men and women that they are now. And a lot of them have turned out pretty well, which is crazy. Ain't it crazy when you see youngsters coming up, growing up, and I may be bad for this, but you get that judgmental look in you. They're not going to turn out to be worth a crap. But let me tell you, some of them will surprise the crap out of you. And they really make Pooch proud on the men and women they've become. They sure do. And it's great to see it. It is raining down here, Mike. It is pouring down here. Keep rubbing it in, Miss Conway. Pooch needs a gully washer here in Texas. I wish it'd come down. It'll probably head this way, but it'll all fall apart. Like I said, we've got a major wildfire south of us and to the west of us. I hope they get it contained here soon because it's crazy. And that's the last thing, again, I want to see is come home and see my place or land around me burning down because of it. It's scary to death, especially in the country. When you're gone to work all day, you really don't know what's going on unless you have some neighbors close by and they've got your number where they'll call and tell you, hey, we got a situation. You need to get home. And I do have a couple here, so thank goodness. But I know the other day coming home and seeing all that smoke, Pooch was worried. Pretty was worried when she was coming home. I didn't call and tell her anything, but I know when she was coming home and she told me the same thing, she was thinking, oh crap, our land's on fire. Hope our house is okay and our animals and all of that. Big Mike in here. I was rubbing it in a little earlier on y'all's little fiasco over that beer at Shoot Dang. I don't remember what year it was made, but Pooch was one-upping you. I sure was. Get a load of that. 1909, and it tastes good. Anything Shiner's good. Just had to let you know Pooch was doing that. Dang, send the rain our way. Yep, sure enough. Vineyard Farm, yep. But you know, it hadn't been too bad of a week. Pooch has been doing all right. The job's been good. Month's coming up on the end. Pooch is going to be on vacation. So you can't ask for much better than that. I got a lot of things I would like to get done soon. Hopefully I can. I'm going to work hard on it. Oh, I haven't touched on the car situation again. You know, Pretty and I got her car back after we spent a ton of money on it. Had it a couple days. Had to have it record towed back to the shop. And they had it a couple days. Told us to come get it. We got it. Had it another couple days. Well, we had to tow that sucker back to the shop again. 66 Razor. Hey, 1966 when I was born, so. But yeah, that's right. But anyway, that car is in the shop again. And I am fed up with that car. I don't know what Pretty's going to want to do with that thing, but we've spent a lot of money to fix it. And I think we've spent over what we should have getting it fixed. But if we get it back this time, I think I'm going to tell her, drive it straight to the dealership because we ain't fooling with this no more. Let's go get it traded in, sold, and get something else, because it just ain't worth it. Once you have a major problem with a car, usually it's going to follow no matter what you spend on it, especially them foreign jobs. But $8,000 we're in the hole on that thing. I hope we'll get that sucker back. It's a Bavarian car, Cindy Brown. A Bavarian Motor Works, a BMW. BMW product, and I should have learned my lesson the first time with one of those, but that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. That sucker's gone. There's my tractor, Mike, with the money we spent on that thing. But anyway, I'm going to try to hold off because car buying ain't all that great right now. And like the housing market, it's about to come crashing down. And they trying to be slick with these car deals, telling you that, now granted, some of it is correct. Low inventory, low stock because of chip shortage. I'll buy some of it. But the price of these cars that they've jacked them up $10,000 to $12,000 and making it look like the lots are empty, they're pulling your leg. They got those suckers set in warehouses and offloaded in ports and just spread about in these auto lot yards. They're just trying to get that top dollar, the 10 or 12,000 above manufacturer suggested retail price, because they're trying to line their pockets a little more. Because people don't have the money. People don't have the money to spend on that stuff. And those that do, that have common sense, they're not going to pay what they're wanting for them. I'll wait till they really need to sell them, and then Pooch will go in there and negotiate. And I'll probably get it for less than what the manufacturer suggested retail price is, because that's how Pooch rolls. Because I'll pull up real quick, like I've always done. I'll get up and walk out of there and let them know that they didn't want to sell it that bad, because there's another dealer down the street, and Pooch shops. Pooch gets his ducks in a row before he goes off trying to wheel and deal. He knows who's going to give and who's not going to give, so I'll work those dealerships. 2018 Chevy Sonic is no good either. Never buy one. I don't know much about those, but to me, I'm sticking with Toyota. That's me. Yeah, it's a foreign car, but a lot of those Toyotas are made in the States, and some of them are made right here in Texas. Chevy's not too bad. Some Fords are not too bad. Hondas, I'm not going to knock all the foreign jobs, but the luxury high-end, yeah, those are, yeah. But Toyota, if Pooch can't tear a Toyota up, I don't know that anybody can, because I use them. I work those trucks. Pull heavy loads, a lot of miles, a lot of highway miles, a lot of thrashing. I've got a Tundra TRD sport package with the 5.7, and it's all set up. I've had the rev limiter taken out, and it's been tuned. And believe you me, I'll run that thing through the ringer. I'll get out on the highway with some of these other so-called bad boys with their Mustangs or whatever. Now, granted, I may not outrun them, but I'll run with them for most of the way. I'll make that sucker pound. And then I've got my old 92 Ford, my old F-150, my old trusty. Runs like a champ. AC blows cold. And that's what I've been driving lately while her car's been in the shop. She's been driving my Tundra, so. But old Trusty's still kicking it, gets me around. A lot of times filling it up, usually get somebody that wants to come talk about it. They don't make them like they used to. No, they really don't. but I'll give it to them. A lot of the newer models and motors and engines nowadays, especially Toyotas, they're built to last. And they usually, if you take care of them, they're going to last 500,000 or more miles. Now I'm pushing 280,000 right now on my Tundra. Never had a problem. Doesn't leak oil, doesn't burn oil. And even when it's time to change the oil on that truck, I'll pull a dipstick and it's still gold and clear. Not as pretty as it is when you put fresh oil in, but it's still nice and clean. And I think that's the key. It's just taking care of your vehicles. The old Ford, 204,000 on it. An old 5.0. It's got a rear main seal, which typical Fords do, that leaks. That oil get a little brown and dingy, but it got the same treatment. Let's see, Pooch, the combo we could have on all that, we can't do here, LOL. Ha! Probably true, Piggy. Toyota being made here is why they're so good, and only American cars made elsewhere aren't. The Pathfinder's windows don't roll down, sunroof leaks, and it looks like poop, but dependable as a day. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I've gotten past that stage. Probably used to. Pooch will have a truck a couple years, go trade it in, get another truck a couple years, because Pooch thought he had to have the newest, nicest vehicles. But I don't know, the past, probably the last 20 years, Pooch's attitude's changed. Pooch likes buying nice, Pooch likes paying it off, and Pooch likes rolling without any car payments. This Toyota's been paid for 5-6 years. 20, yeah. It's a 2011. So it's been paid off. Yeah, Pooch wants one, but Pooch don't want to make that $800 a month truck payment. That's for sure. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. So why I use it for work around here. Most of the time, the wife and I go on the road trips in it anyway. That's why it's got so many miles too. Got to go 5 minutes. Oh, that's right. I'll be there, Teddy and Jessica. T&J Homestead's going live after this one. And I definitely want to go over there to it. And I hope a lot of you folks go over there to it and give them a watch. They're coming up in the ranks. They're working on it too. Show them some love and some support. And let's get them growing along with us. We're all in this together. LOL Pooch, yeah, I was following when you said Bavarian. Yeah, gosh almighty. Oh, man. And, you know, you can't even take those cars into the dealer and have them pull it into the bay without charging you $1,000. And I don't like servicing those cars. I service my own stuff after the warranty, factory warranty and stuff's done. Once that's done, Pooch is doing it himself. But those vehicles, nah. Too much of a pain in the butt. And then you worry about something acting up. Because you get an engine light on them things, even though Pooch is pretty good. And Pooch ain't no slouch. He's mechanically inclined, and he will work on stuff. And I got those code readers and pull codes and tell me what the Sam Hill's going on before I let somebody else tell me. That keeps them honest too. But on those types of cars, now if we get this thing back, and I hope that it does what it's supposed to, either long enough till we get another vehicle or long enough that I don't have to take it back to this fool. Well, I'm not going to say he's a fool, but we've kind of dealt with him a little too long. Mods, drop a link. Yeah, my mods always know they can drop links in here. I love it to share other folks. I bet Cindy Brown knows drop them line. I don't know if I can get it on here or not, but let me see. I like to have some good moderators. I know I'm a moderator on some channels, but I couldn't tell you the first clue at what I'm doing. So I like to think I am, but sure enough, I think it's a learning experience, and I'm too busy trying to learn my own craft of having my own channel and lives and whatnot anyway. So that's my goal, is to be able to put on a good show and make people want to watch it. Now, granted, I ain't done nothing but jack my jaw a lot lately because it's been too dad blame hot to get outside. But folks, I do see it's 8 o'clock. I would hope you guys would go give Teddy and Jessica a little shot over there on their live that they're about to be in. Pretty and Pooch will be live Sunday. Hope to make that a little more interesting for everybody. Cindy Brown, there you go. But I appreciate all you guys coming in here with me. And we're going to get after it Sunday, like I said, with Pretty and I. But tomorrow's Friday, end of the week. I hope everybody's had a good week. And I hope, if I don't see or hear from you, I hope you guys have a good weekend. But let's go see T&J Homestead. And remember, everybody needs a friend named Pooch. And they call me Pooch. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.